Hello viewers, this is Nelson Ochengo, Juakali Timeside Office of the Juakali Fraternity, where we do formalize the informal sector in this Juakali sector as we give the people the chance to express themselves, as now we have a political aspirant in a UDA ticket. My guest, maybe I know you. Introduce yourself.
Right, thank you very much for having me.
Yes.
Emmanuel Juakali is my name, popularly known as MC Neb.
Yes.
I'm a youth leader. I am a lover of life. I love God. And I happen to be born again. So Jesus Christ is my personal savior.
Yes.
And besides that, I love mentorship and entertainment. Hence going by the slogan Mentertainer. So I'm in leadership and governance as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Or could this be the reason why now you want to join politics, because you've started it in the church?
No. Actually, in church we don't call it politics.
Yes.
In church it's basically, the governance wing of it. But out here we call it politics. And politics basically it's what revolves around leadership.
Yes.
So we can call them the shenanigans around leadership.
Oh, the shenanigans around leadership.
Yeah, but I've been in politics for a while now.
Yeah.
Not that I'm transitioning into it. So previously I've done party politics since 2012. So for the last 10 years. So we were founding members of TNA.
Yeah.
We went to Jubilee Party. But now because of one or two reasons, we find ourselves with the new baby, UDA.
UDA now. Yes. In UDA, I do hear this issue of hustlers versus dynasties. Kindly break it for us.
All right. Basically, I can say it's a mindset.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want to push that war of classism, because at the end of the day, maybe you start off as a hustler, you end up, as someone who has something.
Yeah.
So what do we call that? Do we call it transition in life, or do we call it hustler versus dynasty? But for us, we push for an economic model that is, bottoms up.
Yeah.
So ensuring that we've empowered the people down here so that it goes up, and as we go up the chain of life, it makes sense. And someone gets something from down here, at least not waiting for things to come from up there.
Yes.
So when you do your, with your Juakali people, Juakali media doing your thing, when you invite some of us, because we might never get this chance to, share our manifestos, because, we rarely see MCAs on national TV. So this is now what you're calling bottoms up, because it's happening down here and it's going up.
Yes. Just to get you clearly, the rule of the thumb states it that before you count 4, 5, 6, you must start with 1, 2.
Yeah.
And when I hear this bottom up model, it's like now you want the child now to play roles of the father and vice versa. Convince me, my brother.
Not really. It's actually empowering using that analogy you've used, it's empowering the kids. Because right now, if you empower your kids, when you're not there, they'll be able to take care of what you have.
Yes.
So, but bringing it back now to the economic model and the citizens of the country. So many people are at the bottom of the food chain, if we use that language. So the bottoms up economic model basically is ensuring we have resources, bringing resources to the people, so that they can. When we have the economy thriving down here, let me say the underground economy.
Yes.
So for instance, where maybe we have a market.
Yes.
You see, in a market, if I sell bananas, you'll eat from my stall.
Yeah, exactly.
Then if you sell spare parts, I'll buy from your.
Yeah, exactly.
So the underground economy thrives.
Yes.
We don't necessarily need to expect people to come from up there too, but it thrives here. But we ensure the resources trickle down. Like at the top they make decisions that will make our businesses thrive. So for instance, if it's licenses, if we have cheap licenses down here, it makes business thrive. And at the end of the day, we build our economic as a nation.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Mheshimiwa, you are a youth.
Yes.
And the youths are the people with so many problems, especially in this setup we have these days. Maybe your agenda for youths of Harambee Ward, because I hear that you want to buy in Harambee Ward.
Yeah, first and foremost, for the youth, I have two major things. And in my manifesto, the second and third point actually majorly focuses on the youth. The economic empowerment programs, that's the second thing on my manifesto. And the third thing is talent and sports, nurturing stroke utilization.
Yes, yes.
So in Harambee ward, we have very many talented young people.
Yeah.
We have very nice grounds here, which were built by the former MP, Mutura, Camp Toyoyo. But these grounds don't really benefit our people.
Yeah.
So I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
You know, when we were growing up, we used to love Dennis Oliech.
Yeah.
Why? Because this was the only person we could relate with. Because he used to play at Kamkunji. So tulikuwa sema, hey, Oliech alikuwa anacheza hapa Kamkunji.
Yes, yes.
So we could have, like, we had an icon who came from the ground.
Yes,
so what is happening right now? Many of our young people here don't even get a chance to play in the national teams. Even, for instance, when you have trials, right now I don't know any player from our ward who's playing in our league.
Yes, yes.
You see, so I want to come up with something called the Talent Export Program.
Yeah.
And this is basically coming up with a structure and academies, because most of our young people also they play football, but when they go for these trials, so they've been on poor diets, they are indulging in drugs, so when they go for medical, they go for trials, they don't get that chance. So when I talk about talent and sports nurturing, it's basically inculcating a culture of discipline in our young people and bringing opportunities. Now my dream is it looks like a far-fetched dream, but I want to bring in people to scout for talent locally, because we have many teams out there, like Norway. We had the Maisa, the way Maisa does their stuff. You know, Maisa gets young people here, it exports them. So, and that way, when you export talent, you've benefited not only that young man, but the family back at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful. This is a very good agenda and a good idea. Mheshimiwa, where did you trace this good idea of exporting that talent? You know, that idea is so good and it can really benefit much. How did you come up with this agenda?
You know, when there's a need, let me tell you, when there's a need, there's this saying, necessity is the mother of all inventions. And for me, I was just thinking, what can we do differently? We have young people who play here in Buruburu Phase 5. We have another team that plays at Buruburu Phase 2. And right now, even here in this church called Hitam, we have the Buruburu Soccer Academy that is running. And for me, those are some of the things. It shows you when we have like 3 multiple grounds having young people playing football, it tells you that talent is a very big thing. Not only football, boxing in Jericho is one of the things that, you know, really thrives there. So how then do we tap into the international market? You know, at the end of the day, we are not thinking locally, because you can easily think locally and miss out on opportunities out there. And every day you've seen even our national leaders, they go out there for bilateral talks. Why not us?
Why not us?
Yes.
That is a question, hello viewers, that is a question which the young mind is telling us here. In fact, is so knowledgeable how we can actually change our lives as young people. So it is our person. In fact, let's continue with him. Mheshimiwa, I would like to know exactly why do you want to do this in politics? Why politics?
Why politics? Number one, chapter 4 of the Constitution, Article 38, the Bill of Rights. Basically, it speaks about, you know, our ability as citizens to belong to political parties and also to seek for elective positions. Not only elective positions, even appointments. So when you hear there's a vacancy, you can apply for that. So it's something that is in the Constitution. So first of all, it's a privilege that I have, being a Kenyan, to go out there and serve the people. The second thing is trying to bring a new breed of leadership, a fresh, and even my slogan is very simple, fit leadership, which is fresh, inclusive, and transformational. Because at the end of the day, we recycle leaders, but what do they do for us?
What do they do for us?
And right now, most of us, maybe our parents, maybe you are there, you are watching, and you've taken us to school. You've invested a lot in us. So where does all this go to? Do we just complain in the house, sit there, Instagram, Facebook, say, viongozi wako? It's time for us to step up and step out. And that's the need for good governance and leadership pushed me to step out of my comfort zone. Because at the end of the day, if I complain and do nothing about it, why am I even complaining?
Wow. Very wonderful, very wonderful. Now, Mheshimiwa, I do trace your beginning from the church.
Yeah.
Paint for me a picture when you are in the church with the youth. You know, church, we have all people. We have the old, the aged, the youth, and the young ones. Yeah. Kindly paint for me a picture, inculcating you as Ezekiel, as Emmanuel.
Yeah, Emmanuel.
Yes, as Emmanuel in the church.
All right, so I can say first and foremost, once I cleared high school, that's when I got involved actively.
Yes,
so there's a program called Excans, which I was running there for guys who have cleared high school.
Yes, yes.
Then 3 years later, I started facilitating that program.
Yes, yes, yes.
So I did that for 9 years, from 2011 to 2019, as one of the leaders there. Then in 2017, I was given the task to be the head of department for the youth.
Yes, yes.
Whereby I was representing the young people in the advisory committee of the church, which is the topmost organ of the church, and it is the decision-making organ in a church. So having interacted with different people, because there we have the elders, we have the senior pastor, we have the different HODs for the men, women.
Yes.
So I can say I come bearing a lot of experience working with other people, not only the young people, because at the end of the day, even right now, when I'm going out there to seek this elective position, I am not going out there as an MCA for the youth, because once you are elected, you are a leader for everyone.
For everyone, yeah,
yes,
that's true.
So I come bearing experience, having served in church and actually being groomed.
Yes,
because I can say that has been my training ground, and not only in church, also at the university and other groups that I'm involved in. Yeah.
Could this be the reason why your politics is very unique? I saw your ladies around Mtindu are talking to people.
Yeah, we are bringing a fresh style of doing politics.
Yes, yes.
And I can say, because we all know Obama, we are bringing an Obama-like political approach. So right now I'll tell you for a fact, I know the budget for MCAs, for campaigns, the cap is at, I think, is it 5 million? I think 5 million, the cap.
Yeah.
If it's not 5, they wanted to amend it to 10.
Yeah, to 10,
so let's think of it.
Yeah.
A young man like MC Neb, who's just an entertainer. Maybe nenanga tu kwa harusi. So where do I get 10 million?
That is the question I should ask you, in fact.
Yeah, you see.
Yes.
But now, what do I have? You know, even God asked Moses, what do you have in your hands?
Yeah.
So I have something called human capital.
Human capital.
Human capital and human resource. These are the people who believe in me without me doing anything for them in return.
Yes.
Maybe I might have affected or influenced their life in a positive way. So that makes them believe in what I do. And that's why I'm using the human resource that I have, the people who believe in me beyond the resources that I have, monetary resources.
Yes.
So that's why when we come to campaign, I have the group of young people who come with me. We are doing politics in a different way. We won't come with bikes making noise. We won't come. So we just come and talk to you.
Yes.
So you have a chance to listen to us or not.
Yes.
But we appreciate because it's a right also. Yeah.
Mheshimiwa, I'm tempted to ask you this repeatedly.
Yes.
I can see maybe your politics is very unique and it involves mainly young people. Don't you think elder people may think they are left out because in your team, just young, you are also young and you are speaking young here? Yes, talk to me. How can you convince the elder to feel that you are going to be a leader for them everyone. Also, for everyone?
And as I've said earlier, I'm not planning to be a leader for the young people. Yeah. But you see, for campaigns, let me just paint this picture. During my first launch and the official campaigns, I even had my parents come. So you can't say I'm not someone who's mindful of the older people.
Yes.
And in my strategy team, it's full of old people.
Yes.
So the people who think might not necessarily go to the ground. So for us to execute this and how we are doing things, it's because we have a team that sits down. So I have those old people that I sit down with. They tell me, Apa, fanya hivi, Apa, fanya hivi. I think here you need to do this. Because at the end of the day, even those young people you see there, they are just a representation. Because I'll tell you for a fact, with that scorching sun that was there yesterday, the past few months, you don't expect an old person to endure that. So my leadership is inclusive, and when I talk about inclusive in my fit analogy, slogan rather, inclusive, it's literally inclusivity. Women, men, old, young. So the part of the team that I work with is not necessarily the young people. The young people are just foot soldiers. Even the major generals are not just young people.
Yes, I understand.
But the people who go to the battlefield, most of them maybe are fresh. So that's what encompasses the whole idea of Emmanuel Maundu and his candidacy.
Mheshimiwa, just in summary, explain to me this, your 7-point manifesto, just in summary.
In summary, so majorly my manifesto is based on key things that we go through on our day-to-day lives. So the first one is environment. So my manifesto encompasses an aspect of, you know, a clean and green neighborhood. So I'm very passionate about the environment. And for me, I thank God that Buruburu people and, you know, the neighborhood, Harambee, Jericho, are civilized people. And we don't, you know, find heaps of garbage everywhere. So kudos. Congratulations to anyone who lives in Harambee ward. Because if you go to other wards, unaona takataka hapa ukipita tu Jogo Road kuna mahali hapo sitasema ni ward gani, but on this side of the road. So environment, that's one thing I'm really passionate about, and not only having proper systems but also sensitizing the residents on the importance of a clean and green neighborhood. You see, right now if we go to Karen right now, we will enjoy because there are many trees. The other day I was challenged, one of the young people, she had visited our church here, then she was saying, huku kwenye hamna miti. Like Eastland is bare. And you see, the reason why we like, even most of us, we are working hard to enter Karen and easy places, it's because those people have taken care of the environment. So if maybe we decide right now we want to do maybe 1,000 trees in Harambee ward, in the next 5 years, we'll have many shades. At least jua itakuwa, unajua venye miti inafanyanga jua ikuikani sana. So there's that. Then there's the economic pillar as well. So the economic pillar basically is how do we empower the underground economy. But besides that, we have very many young people who are, sorry to say, very lazy, staying at home, doing nothing, yet these people have degrees. So most of them don't even know about the youth fund. They don't know about the opportunities out there. So, well, I think it's a bad thing for them, but also for us as leaders, it's up to us to sensitize them, tell them the importance of, you know, you can get a grant, you can get a loan, come together as a group, start something. Because right now we have very many car washes that are at least ensuring that our young people are doing well. Then also under the economic empowerment aspect, we need to sensitize the young people. I love the idea of motorbikes. But do you know the problem we have with motorbikes is our young people will never move from motorbikes. You do know why?
Explain to me.
You go to a company, maybe let's call it company X. We don't give free advertising. So you go to company X. They tell you come with a deposit of 30,000. We'll give you a bike. Then you'll be paying 500. So this bike is worth 120,000. But when this young man finishes to pay this bike, it would have costed them 210,000. But by the time he finishes paying that money, the motorbike doesn't have a resale value. So he needs to get another bike. So what happens is it's a cycle. A cycle, no growth. And our people won't grow. But think of it like this. We empower young people. They come up, make circles. Let's say, for instance, we start a Harambee ward circle, which is majorly run by the people. So this circle, we have all the motorbike people joining the circle. Then you can save on a daily basis, then get a full loan to take the bike from the showroom. With 120,000, like you get a loan, you get. At the end of the day, the money you'll pay back the loan at the circle won't be as much as you've spent on this other daily 500 that you pay every day. And after it all, the bike is, you know, imechapa, imeshinda mpaka, so lazima uchukue loan ingine. So those are some of the things when I talk about the economic empowerment programs. Then the other aspect is healthcare. I am really passionate about mental health. So in Buruburu, Harambee, and Jericho, there's one thing that we are blessed. So in Jericho, we have the county hospital that is there. Then when you go around Buruburu, we have over 7 private clinics and hospitals. From phase 5 all through. So that tells you, in terms of healthcare, the people are a bit sorted, but there's an issue of mental health, stress, depression. So I want to push and lobby for a mental health facility in the ward, whereby people can go for counseling. You see, maybe even at subsidized rates or free. How do I go about it? We have the county hospital. So it's basically pushing for a department to have, tunaweza jengea hata structure because we have a hospital already. So it's not something that is coming out of the blue that it needs a budget, a big budget. So just to push for that so that our people can, you know, at least to tuendelee vizuri. The other thing is devolved resources.
Devolved resources, yes.
That's where we have a problem. So the issue of bursary comes in because the finances. So one thing I want to do as a leader, and this is the main thing, so you can listen to it, like you can forget everything else, but don't forget this. For me as a leader, one thing I want to do is come up with something called a ward committee.
A ward committee.
So a ward committee will help the MCA run the ward. So the problem we have with the county assembly or the county units, we don't have a structure.
There is no structure,
and it's a gap. So the MPs have a structure. They have the, you know, sort of the CDF committee, which has a chairperson, people living with disability representative, women, youth, and there's a treasurer. So I know they never advertise it, but it's there and they need to advertise it. The CDF committee. So it helps the MP to run affairs of the constituency. And the MP also uses the wards. So if they have 80 million and they want to do bursaries, they'll divide and they have 4 wards. They'll do 2020. But the MCA is all alone. He just has this a county administrator, the ward administrator. But the ward administrator is employed by the county. So he's there to represent the interest of the county, not the MCA. So the MCA has a population of 90,000 people.
There, I've got a question on that point. Where do you think is the problem? Because I think county is a well-organized structure that can't just do simple mistakes of that kind. Or is somebody sleeping on the job?
No. It's a constitutional gap.
Okay.
Yeah. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the county, so we have an elected leader who is coming in, but the county has the administrative side. So the administrative side is not a political aspect of running the county. That's why right now, if the county, now we are going for elections, the county will still run because there are people in place to run the county, not necessarily politicians who will exit. So that's why I'm saying the MCA needs a committee to run the ward. And for me, one of the ideas is Buruburu, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, phase 5, they have the chairman. Jericho side, we have the Wazee Nyumba Kumi. So the idea is to have representation from this side, that side, get a business person representative, people living with disability representative, a youth representative, and form a committee. So that makes the work of the MCA very easy. It's just basically oversight. And when it comes to bursary, we can create a bursary committee from this, the people who will be exclusively dealing with bursary. So it removes the burden of the bursary from the MCA. Because right now, if I'm elected, God willing, I'm there. So I have almost maybe 10,000 parents who want to see me. How viable is that? You see, but when you have your foot soldiers, when you have people on the ground, you know, and when you meet, so the idea of this committee, we will be meeting once in 2 months. So we have a sit down, so unakuja na report, unatuambia sisi kama pale business Juakali, this is what is happening, these are the grievances, the people want this, and as a committee, you know, even in community development, for you to do any project, you need to consult the people, then you have a priority. So we'll say, for instance, in Buruburu you have even paths. So what else can we do to another area? You see? So how do we develop the ward? So do we prioritize? So all of us agree as a committee, we know the first project we'll do, we want to, you know, come up with a garbage collection system for maybe Jericho, so that we don't just dump in one place expecting them to be collected. Because what makes that environment there, it becomes like, you know, a sort of dumping site. So everyone passes and thinks, there's a tupatu hapo. So that way, when we have that structure, it's easier and the MCA will just be doing oversight. And now actually the work of the MCA at the county level, it will be very, because the work of the MCA, maybe you don't know, three roles: legislation, lobbying, and representation.
Wonderful viewers, today I have a very know-it-all kind of an aspirant here with me, breaking it down, exactly the good roles of an MCA. If you are elected MCA, what should you do? Because many people doesn't know. I beg you kindly just repeat it, the roles of an MCA. The
roles of an MCA. Number one, representation.
Yes.
You are there to represent your people at the county assembly. And most of the people actually don't know this. If you're there and you're an aspirant and you don't live in the ward, desist from vying. Because the first requirement in the constitution, you need to be around the people.
Wonderful. Maybe for the presidency, your age may not allow. And I can see you know a lot that can really help in improving the lives of the people.
Yeah.
Why are you not vying for the MP or Senate seat?
So we all start from somewhere. We all start from somewhere.
Yes,
and
yes,
my
yes.
plan, my plan is to do 2 terms MCA. So I have 10 years to work as an MCA, win or lose.
Yeah.
Then
win or lose.
Win or lose.
Yes, yes.
So if I get the seat, I give it another chance.
Yes.
If I don't, I move to the next level.
Maybe you've said, or maybe just I will request you just a recap, if at all you've said, clear agenda you have for the Juakali people.
Well, first and foremost, you know, for us here at Harambee, we have the Juakali sector, 2 major areas.
Yes.
So we have Mtindo Market, which majorly runs the underground economy of Harambee Ward.
Yes, yes.
Then we have the mechanics along, Harambee Road. Yeah. So these are the people, and the decisions made really affects their lives. So right now, as I said in my committee, there'll be a representative representing the business community.
Yes, yes.
So when I say business community, I mean the Juakali sector.
Yes, yes.
Because they are the major players. So if right now I want to buy something to fix my car, I don't have to go to Grogon.
Yeah, I understand.
I just come here, everything is sorted by there. Harambee Road unapata kila kitu, panel beating, nini. So the idea is to work in tandem with these people. Because at the end of the day, I am representing their interests at the county assembly.
Yes, yes, yes.
So right now, if the licenses go up, you see there's a time when Governor Sonko came in, he waived all the small fees.
Yes, 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 yes.
So people didn't used to pay kalaka license ka 2020 tuliacha kulipa.
The cess charge.
Yes, when he came in.
Yes, yes, yes.
But things changed.
Yeah.
You see, the MCA is supposed to work with the people, the business people. Right now, there's some people even who sell, they park their cars, they open their booths and sell stuff, even at the shopping center.
Yes, yes.
But they feel aggrieved because they're like, I'm paying for parking. Why now am I paying also for the... You get? So, so it's the role of the MCA. And for me, I'm saying this because I want to work in tandem like this together. That's why I have a representative in the committee so that the grievances on the ground can be heard at the county assembly.
Yes,
because most of the decisions that are made at the county assembly affect us.
Yes.
So if they say, there's another aspect, maybe I was sharing with you before we went live about parking. So why are we paying parking at the estates? Maybe I have a visitor, you visited me, and I've gone to buy milk. So I want to buy milk for 50 shillings, but because I've rushed with the car, I have to pay parking 100. So that's 150.
Doesn't add up. Yes.
So you need a leader who understands such things, but you can only have that person when they are in constant communication, either on the ground, one-on-one, or through the representative.
That brings me into the next question, Shemiwa. You know the process, or the process in which, the way in which we process our leaders, we get our leaders. You find they only allow us, the system is like allowing us just to get the wrong people, because business or politics these days is just a game of money. So this money culture is really affecting us, the voters, to get just wrong leaders. In you, if you become the member of the assembly, how would you turn around the things so that at least we get good leaders for these positions?
Thank you very much for that. First and foremost, actually, you've seen how I'm doing my campaigns.
Yes, yes.
So personally, I don't have the money to give out.
Yeah.
And people know it out there.
Yeah.
Asema ule kijana atuangi kitu.
Yes, yes. But doesn't matter. We saw a kijana like you doing it with the parliamentary seat in those sides.
Yeah, kijana wa sweta.
Yeah, kijana wa sweta.
So we have that. But for me, moving forward, and this is something I've said I want to really do, is I want to incorporate fresh leaders.
Yeah.
So if it's within my ability, people, I wouldn't mind supporting them with resources. So be it maybe printing for them posters, doing banners, because those are the things, like branding is very expensive for any politician.
Yes, yes.
So for me, I'd tell the people, actually, if you're there and you're watching, you know, we get what we deserve.
Yeah.
You get what you deserve. So if I come and you say watuangi pesa and you give someone who has pesa, you won't see them. Then you'll complain. So they keep on and for me, I'll say this for a fact.
Yeah.
I'm just offering myself as a servant. It's up to you. And at the end of the day, the choice is yours.
The choice is yours.
So make the right choice.
Thank you very much, viewers. The choice is yours. As you can hear now, the Mheshimiwa is really breaking it down. And for the interest of time, I'm just going to ask him just one single question about how do you think, what else do you think we've left out that you think is very important for us to discuss?
The one thing that is very important is about political parties.
Yeah.
So we need to read, tunafaa tusome wananchi wenzangu watukufu. Kuna law mpya ilipitishwa ambayo inahitaji ukue mwanachama wa hizi political parties for you to vote during the nominations. Najua kitambo tulikuwa tunakulia sana nominations juu ulikuwa unapiga chama zote, but unfortunately this time round it's a bit different. So I want to urge you to check the party you belong in, uangalie pale *509#. Then call, mchana inasumbuanga sana but usiku ni the best time. Confirm the party you are in, then resign if you don't want, na pia unaweza join yenye unataka, na ukumbuke time is rushing. So please ensure you read and know, because mwanasiasa atakwambia hizi vitu, atakupea pesa, umpatie kiti, hautamuona tena. Yes.
MCA Emmanuel Maundu, come 2022. In fact, we are very thankful. Thank you very much, listeners. That's the voice of an aspirant, know-it-all kind of a leader we are going to choose during that time when time reaches. Thank you very much. Thanks you for listening. Remember, in Juakali Times, we are there to formalize the informal sector, entertain, and thank you very much for this. Thank you very much. God bless.